So today is Good Friday, first official day of spring break. I have so many things I need to do, which I can't do when I'm working. I want to do a deep cleaning of the apartment. I want to do some work. As you can tell from the last video or the last two videos, I opened up my Teacher Pay Teacher store. I have two products there that are free, and I am working on two other things that are going to be listed for payment. So I need to complete that, and I want to just play around and see. I am using Canva, so I am playing around with the logistics of Canva. Today I wanted to go to the movies. However, my daughter doesn't want to go to the movies today, so it's not going to be fun if only I want to go and she doesn't want to go. So I guess I'm staying home today and getting also my tutoring things done, because I will be tutoring even though it is spring break. However, my parents are wonderful and they have allowed me to, well, they also want to get it over with as well. Like some students that have 2 sessions a week, I was able to consolidate the 2 sessions into one, and that's going to be wonderful for me, because then I really don't have to worry about tutoring for the remainder of the week. I do have one tutoring session tomorrow on Saturday, which we tried to make it for either, I had wanted either yesterday or today. However, something's wrong with the computer right now. That's the only thing about online tutoring. If the equipment is not working for whatever purposes, then you have to either cancel class, reschedule, or or I don't know. So that's the only thing. Oh, let's talk about clientele. So I have this one parent that came to me and wanted me to tutor their child. Now, because it's online, you have to have some kind of communication with me. There are days like this week of spring break, that I may call, or you may need, the clientele itself, themselves need to adjust the schedule for whatever reason. And especially if you have multiple children, sometimes it doesn't align with like soccer practice, basketball practice, blah, 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 blah. So sometimes they cancel or reschedule, and I'm okay with that as long as you communicate with me. I do have on my little contract that if you do not give me 24 hours in advance, that there will be a cancellation fee. And it's half of the amount of the whole session, because I'm getting ready, and now if you would have told me in advance, I could have put another student in there. However, honestly, I really don't. Well, let me not say I don't, but I do accommodate. Let's just leave it that way. So this parent I had confirmed, and I thought I was going to have class. So the day of, now she reaches out and tells me that the dad took the computer. So I said, okay. But she did send me a cancellation. I didn't even ask. She did abide by the cancellation fee, and she sent me the amount of money for the cancellation, which was great. However, I felt bad, and then I sent a message telling her that we could reschedule for the Sunday, which was last Sunday. Here comes Sunday. I didn't hear from her. I didn't get any texts. And I didn't reach out because at this point, I'm getting a little annoyed already. You're like one of a new customer, and this is how you're doing business with me. You don't think that my time is valuable. Okay, so now she supposedly has class this week. So like I said, it's spring break, and I wanted to kind of give myself just a couple of days of not having to worry about doing classes. So I sent her, first I call her, no answer. I wait a couple of hours. Then I sent her a text like, hey, I sent you a message, give me a call whenever you can. It's in regards to the tutoring session, right? Because we're not friends. So nothing. So now I leave her this long message, kind of explaining to her that I'm not trying to be mean or I'm not trying to hound her, but my time is valuable. Everyone is busy. I know that she's busy, but in order for this to work, when I contact you, you have to respond. Oh, because I didn't tell you, the last week, that the one when she canceled, I also had reached out originally and there was no contact. Like, she is like worse than the president to like contact her. So now that she's doing it again, I'm like, oh no, wait a minute. This is like an every week thing. Like, and mind you, all I do with my customers is the day before classes, I send a little message like, are we still on for tomorrow? And then they just say yes or, oh no, and they tell me what happens. And then I said, okay, let me look at my schedule and we can reschedule. So usually that's what happens. So the day before, I want to make sure, especially if you have class on a Friday night, I want to know if you're going to cancel. I really do, because I can actually do my food shopping on Friday as opposed to Saturday or Sunday. I stay home. I really don't go out. So my time is very limited. And then in between that time, I'm really trying to do things with my daughter. As you can, I don't think I've mentioned it before, but my daughter used to be in gymnastics. Then she decided she didn't want to be in gymnastics. So my weekends back then were really, really tight because gymnastic was at a certain time. And then right after, I would do food shopping. And then when I came home, it was either cleaning or getting ready now for my tutoring sessions. So she would have something to do. So now it's a little bit different because she doesn't have classes and we're still trying to see what she wants to do. I don't want to put her in anything at this moment because summer is coming and usually we leave for the summer. So I will be looking into it when we come back from summer. I don't want to do it just right now because those classes, you pay for them, and if they can't attend in the summer, then you lose your money. You don't get it back. She wants to do karate. So I'll be doing that after we come back from our vacation. So anyway, back to the tutoring. So anyway, my time is valuable because I'm very into having everything planned. I need to know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. That's just how I've always been. And when I have a customer that doesn't have the common courtesy to even say anything, call me back or anything, that is to me so, what's the word? So rude. Yeah, rude. That's what it is. Very rude. So anyway, I did send a long message and telling her that, I need to be able to contact you just to verify when classes are, because I need to know if your child is going to attend class or not attend class. I wrote that long message and all the calls prior, and she didn't respond, not one bit. Now, she's actually a student during the day of one of my friends, and my friend was also saying that the child really wants to learn, but it seems like it's the parent that's just, we can't put our finger on it. Personally, I think she has a lot on her plate, the mom, and she's not serious. She's, I don't know, because I have parents that have more than one child, and they own their own business, and they make time for this. So I don't even know. I just feel she wasn't really serious, and she thinks that it's okay to be nonchalant about when her daughter's going to attend, when her daughter is not going to attend. And I can't do that. I'm sorry. So I think I just lost a customer. So one less customer for me. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe she'll call me back, give me a story, and knowing me, I'll probably say okay, and we'll see if she changes her ways or not. So, but I'm hoping for more tutoring customers, especially for the summertime. I really do need more customers for the summer, as I will not be working in the summer. And that does bring hardship on me for the summer, because what I try to do is I try to save money throughout the year, so then I can live off that for July and August until I go back to school. And then my first paycheck is on the 15th of September, and then we get another check on the 30th. So we get paid bi-monthly. But July and August, I am not working. Also, teachers have the choice of actually getting their checks deducted, and then they save the money, and then they send you the money so you can have money for the summer. The downsides to that is that your paycheck for the school year is actually really low, and I need to pay bills. Like, I have a car payment, I have insurance, car insurance, I have a lot. So plus I do have credit cards, because again, in the summer I am not working, and yes, I do use my credit cards. I am a single mom, and unfortunately, at one point I had brought everything down and I was so excited, and then things happen, and now I'm back trying to pay them off. I know you hear my bird. My bird has been chirping for me. She thinks I'm lost in the forest. If you don't know, birds call out to their owners because, in the jungle, is because they're calling out to make sure that no one's lost. So right now she's calling out to me thinking I'm lost, but I'm not lost. I'm right here. Anyway, so I'm trying to do so many things. I'm trying to also lower my credit card. I do want to move to a bigger place. As you know, told you that I am a single mom. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. At one point, I used to be so embarrassed about that. And then I come on YouTube and there's like all these channels that single moms have like 5 kids. They live in like a 1-bedroom apartment and they make it happen. And you know what? Everyone has their own struggles. And I am just very grateful and thankful that I have a job. I have a car. My daughter is in good health. My daughter is very smart. She's in honors every semester. She is hardworking. She is amazing. So those are the things that I'm grateful for. And as you can, well, now you can't hear it, but I do have like a mini zoo too. I love animals. So my daughter has a hamster, I have a bird, and we have a dog. At one point, I used to have 2 dogs. I do want to get another dog, another Shih Tzu, but I want to get a female, a smaller one. But this is where I am in spring break. I have to do all these things, and I'm just overwhelmed. So when you're a teacher and you get time off, comment below, or even if you're not a teacher and you get time off, do you spend time using that time to actually relax, or are you doing things that you cannot possibly do during the work week? Or are you trying new adventures? Like for me, I'm trying to do more TPT things, or at least dabble in it and put it up. I want to see how that works for me. I'm sure I'm going to make mistakes, because we all do when we're learning. I'm still learning this YouTube thing. So I'm going to see. Another thing for YouTube, I've just been, as you could see, I don't do anything fancy on my videos. I just kind of press record and that's it. And then I do not even edit them. I just put them as they are. I don't do anything fancy, no graphics, no music. The only ones that I do put music in are my short. Why did I say soft? My short videos. But like the long forms. And I see that I get more traction in my shorts than my longs. So hopefully people start coming and watching my videos. I do have a conversation with you guys and just kind of give you a little behind the scenes on, well, verbally, behind the scenes on what I'm doing, what I'm planning. So hopefully you guys come and so my views can go up. So all right, so day 1 of spring break. Hopefully day 2 will be more productive. Bye.